Hello and welcome to the great outdoors. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually in our hometown, or village shall we say, of St Osyth, and we're going to do a walk all the way from basically our house, which is where we've just come from, which is literally 5 minutes walk from where we are now, all the way down to Alresford Creek, where we're going to be doing a wild camp. Now, as you would have seen at the beginning of the video, there's a place here which is called
Curve Wave Park,
which is a pretty good little area. You've got a little water park bit there for the children with the inflatables. They also do paddleboard rental and kayak rental, which is pretty cool. And they also, as you would have seen, they also do like, what do they call it? Water skiing as well. So it is pretty good. We have been there before to do kayaking and paddleboarding in the past, but yeah, literally down the road from us, so it's quite good. As you would have seen, there's a lovely sort of like almost like little mini marina, and you're following the estuary where we are at the moment. We're going to be heading up that way just for a field, and we will be rejoining the estuary. There's the estuary just over there. We will be rejoining that further up in the walk, and obviously when we get to Alresford Creek as well. It's a lovely place, and you're all going to be treated to a bit of drone footage as well during this video. Yeah, it'll be the first time we've properly used the drone like this. We've had a little practice, and when I say little, probably 40 minutes worth of practice, so bear with us. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, and we'll bring you back soon. And welcome back. Just got to the main road now, which is London Road, which runs all the way from Clacton through to Colchester. This is the part of the walk that we've sort of created where you do actually have to go a little bit back on yourself down the London Road that way. So yeah, there is a little bit where you have to go on quite a main road. Just over there, the other side of these bushes, is St Martin's Country Park. It's only a little country park, but it's, well, it's on a bit of a hill, so you tend to look right down on the estuary, which is really quite nice. We've gone up there before to watch the sunset, which is quite pretty. It's a nice little country park. As I say, this walk we've created ourselves on the Outdoor Active map. We will put a link, hopefully, to it at the end of the video, and also we'll put a photograph of the actual map and the route in which we took. The whole route is just shy of 11 miles, so it's a reasonably long walk. We started reasonably late today. We didn't start till about almost 2 o'clock by the time we'd faffed around with the bits we had to do in the morning. So we do have to get a bit of a move on, but I'll bring you back when we see something a little bit more interesting. Just welcome back. This is just where you come off the main road. You'll come off at a turn-in where you'll see a big orange sign that says J&TM Autos. It's over there. But you've also got another one there, Welwick Farm Leisure Park. And then what you do is you just turn left here and you head down this road, and that's what takes you off the main road. Now we're pretty much going through open countryside along this section. I think nigh on all the way down to Angers Green, sorry, which is right near Great Bentley, which then I think we've got a bit of road walking there to do. Then it's into Thorrington, and then we sort of almost as though we start heading down towards Brightlingsea, which is then where you cut through down to Alresford Creek. It doesn't sound a long way, and in the car, if you just took that main road all the way down, it'd take you about 10 minutes to drive. But the route in which we've plotted, we've obviously tried to stay off the main road as much as possible, and you know, go through nice countryside, you know, so you've got some nice views. It's a bit quiet and off the main road, and places that also we haven't been, and you know, that we drive past every day. And particularly me, I drive past a lot of what we're doing when I go to work, and Kelly also does the same when she brings one of our children to school. So yeah, anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit. Good then, they are.
Yeah, this is as far as I came with Logan when I put him in the pram. Came to here really.
ditch there.
You know, after outtakes.
Oh, go on, I could have just videoed and you'd have just disappeared. Look at the size of that.
Oh my word.
Hello and welcome back. Walking through a lovely field now, right next to a woods next to us. Beautiful woods, privately owned unfortunately. We've often looked at this from the other side and thought it'd be a great place to have a little wild camp in. It's as close as it is to where we live, but unfortunately it is private, and as you'll actually also see on this side, it's also monitored 24/7 with CCTV, so there's no way you'd ever get away with going in there, unfortunately. But yeah, it's beautiful. As you can see, I mean, views around here are quite stunning. I mean, being the fact that we're in Essex and it being quite flat, it does mean that you can see for quite a long way, which does allow you to just soak up the views, and you don't really realise sometimes that the sort of views you do get in your local area. I mean, this is literally, well, probably a 15-20 minute walk from our house as such, so you know, and yeah, it's just lovely, so peaceful. Yeah, now we're away from the main road. There is a road over there, but it's not a main one. Sometimes we use it as cut-offs when there's been accidents on the main road, but yeah, you won't get a lot of cars on there. As you can see, you just see for miles. We just saw I believe possibly was a buzzard as well, which was quite cool. So yeah, anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit. Hello and welcome back. Just to let you know, this is another bit where you walk along a bit of a road. It's called Frolic Lane. Trust me when I tell you, it's not a main road. I mean, people do use it. It is quite well used, but it's not busy by any stretch of the imagination. But you're literally only on it for like a couple of minutes. Of this route. Also, just to let you know, if you pan back here, the section of the path that goes through this field over to the woods, which are just over there, is unrecognisable as an actual path, because basically the farmer's obviously just let it overgrow over it and just let his crops go over the top of the path, so you won't actually see it. But when you get off of those woods, you can literally just walk directly over them, and then you'll stay on the path. But it's unrecognisable as a path, just to let you know. But we're coming up to the point where we change in a minute and come off of here back into some fields. Bring you back in a bit. And welcome back. Now on just a little bit of a road heading to Angers Green. As you can see, again, you've got a little bit of a main road. This is the one that Kelly goes down every morning during the week to drop our middle child. But yeah, it's quite hot today. Yeah, we're quite sweaty. We're in a bit of a sweat, but we're doing quite well on time, to be honest, considering we have stopped quite a few times, obviously, to do some videoing, and you know, as you'll see in the video, there'll be some drone footage and stuff like that. But yeah, we seem to be doing fairly well. We'll bring you back in a bit.
Here comes Andrew with the brake supplies from the shop. What a wonderful sight.
Hello and welcome back. Just thought I'd bring you back. We've just stopped for a little bit in Thorrington, so we've come off the path a little bit just to basically have a drink and a little sit down, rest our feet for a little while. I mean, the time is now like 6:30. Just to sort of say, we have had to come off the path quite drastically near Gibbons Farm, which was near Angers Green, because supposedly we were stopped by someone going down what is suggested on the OS maps is a public footpath, and the lady was quite irate regarding us going down there because she was very adamant it wasn't a public footpath and it was private and we needed to get off the land immediately. Yeah, unsure about that, but you know, as you do, you moved away. Okay, no worries, and then we moved off, which did put us in a position where we've had to walk down the London road for quite a fair distance, right at the side of the main road, which you can hear behind us, which wasn't ideal, wasn't the best part of the walk, that's for sure. But we'll be back en route in a minute. All we've got to do is cross this main road in Thorrington and go down the back of, I think it's St Mary's Church, I think it's called, something like that, in Thorrington, and then we'll be back on path to sort of head towards Brightlingsea and up along the creek up into Osyth Creek. Well, I'll bring you back in a bit.
You're so mean. Oh, they're cute, aren't they?
And welcome back. Just bringing you back really just to let you know this part of the walk that we're doing at the moment, which is sort of in between Thorrington and I suppose Brightlingsea through the fields and that. I mean, some really beautiful areas along here, as you'll probably see with some of the footage that we've taken on the video. But in all honesty, there are quite the paths, the public footpaths. Some of them are very, very overgrown. Lots of stinging nettles, lots of thorns, stuff like that. Prickly bushes. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's not ideal when you're wearing shorts. So yeah, if you did decide to follow our route, yeah, you just bear that in mind. You know, you may want to wear trousers, but I mean, there's loads of lovely bits on it, as you can see, and you know, we have enjoyed the walk so far, and it is coming to the end of our walk. We will be at the car hopefully, well, soonish, where we can get our overnight bags, hopefully, with a tent and that on it, depending on how busy it is down there, and have a camp and cook some food. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a bit. Has he said any more to you about doing another video? Because I don't know, I generally got the impression he quite enjoyed making that one, and he was going to be more like, oh. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
The kids would fucking love it, huh?
Yeah,
sorry. Well, definitely been a lot longer again than we originally thought, because we ended up obviously taking a wrong turn further back, and ending up going almost right into Brightlingsea, whereas we should have almost cut out near where we are now somewhere and come out near here. I mean, in all honesty, I would imagine we should have really been to Alresford Creek by now, but I'll be honest, the phone we were using was my phone, and we were using Outdoor Active, and my battery, well, was now flat, so we literally lost our map, and we were trying to guide ourselves without a map. And as much as we may live in this area, we stick to the roads. We don't go through fields and use these public footpaths. It's the first time we've decided to do it, and yeah, we got quite lost. Well, not lost, we kind of generally had an idea where we were, but we were well off the beaten track of where we wanted to be. We are back on the track now. Lovely mill there that you saw, and lovely vineyard which you would have seen, and what looks like possibly was a small camp area, which was lovely. But we're now following the creek along, as you can see. It is lovely round here, absolutely beautiful. The sun's almost gone, which is a bit of a shame. We're not really going to get the sunset that we were hoping for, because we were hoping to be at Alresford Creek by then, and it has clouded over, as you can see over there, a little bit as well. So We're not going to get the sunset we were hoping for, but you know, still nice to be out where we are now. You can just see the mill possibly just over there, maybe. I'm not sure whether it'll pick it up on the GoPro. And the tide is now out, as you would have seen. But yeah, I'll bring you back either when we're at Alresford Creek, or if I see anything else that I think you might be interested in. Hello and welcome back. Well, we made it here to Alresford Creek. A little bit's changed, to be honest. It's now 9:30, and in all honesty, we've got to get packed up in the morning, and we've got to be back sort of for about 7-8 o'clock to pick our little man up. So the decision, unfortunately, for you guys and us, is obviously that we're not going to be doing a wild camp. What we've made the decision to do is wander down that way a little bit and basically cook our dinner, late dinner, eat our dinner, just sit around here maybe for an hour, and then, you know, make our own way back in the car to home. The reason being is the fact that, you know, I'm sure a lot of you obviously have wild camped, I would imagine, or camped. Getting all your gear out for all the sake of basically just jumping into bed, then getting up early the next morning and packing it all down and then going home is, you know, it's a long, it can take a fair amount of time, just put it that way. And we just, you know, this time we're just going to decide to not do it.
And it was very hot, and we're grubby, and we're going home for a shower.
There's also that we are exceptionally sweaty and very dirty, and well, very smelly. I mean, you're quite lucky that it's not smell-o-vision, because we both don't smell great. Just down here, let's take you just quickly down here. This is what we've been told is where used to be a railway line, which used to go from Wivenhoe right over to Brightlingsea. I can't exactly remember the date exactly. I think it was like possibly 60 something. I'm sure people will tell me if I'm wrong. It's 1960 something. I think they closed it down, possibly, or it might even been before then. But it used to be a line that used to run right over to Brightlingsea, which is quite interesting. I just thought people might be interested in this. This is where the line would have run along. Obviously it's severely overgrown, so maybe my 1960 something when it closed might be quite far off, but probably have a look when I get home, and maybe we'll post at the top how wrong I was, or you never know, it might be a first, it might be how right I was, I don't know. But quite interested to see how far it goes. I mean, it didn't look like it goes that far. Probably going to see too much because this light does help record me, but I don't think it will help record at any kind of distance as such. I think there was you can just, I don't know whether you'll be able to see this at all on the video. I don't think you will, to be honest, but well, all I will say is directly in front of us there is two pillars which would have been part of the bridge. And I know for a fact there's two more on the other side, which I remember seeing when we did a walk with the family over in Brightlingsea. Let's So it's quite interesting, really. You know, the railway line used to run right through here. Anyway. Hello and welcome back. We've now got our food. Smoked sausage, pasta and pasta sauce, and some onions. It's good. Got a lot of taste to it. Quite filling. We have got plates. We've just chosen not to use the plates this time. It just saves having to wipe everything up. I mean, we, as you may have seen in videos, tend to wipe everything up with baby wipes, and obviously then clean it when we get it home. It just allows us to be able to put it in the bag without it just having, you know, stuff everywhere. And we've always got baby wipes on us generally. Yeah, I mean, it's cooled down, obviously, quite substantially. As you can see, Kelly's got a top on.
Talking about the temperature, not the food.
Yeah.
Oh no! I dropped
She's
some.
throwing it all over her legs. But yeah, I mean, it's a nice little spot here, and we will be coming back, and we will camp here at some point in the not too distant future. And we will bring everyone along. We will make a video, but I think the decision's been made that it will probably be come down in the afternoon, just spend the afternoon down here. It's a nice place to spend the afternoon. Maybe bring barbecue down possibly and have a bit of a barbecue, and just enjoy the views. We'll be able to bring the drone down. I'm hoping that the drone does add something to the video. Obviously we haven't looked at the footage yet, but I think we're going to have some good footage there. I'm hoping you all agree. I'll bring you up in a little bit when we've finished eating. Hello and welcome back. Well, pretty much we've had our food, we've packed away. Now, might seem a bit of a weird thing to say, and you don't normally say these in these type of videos, but it's not. I don't think it's any different to wild camping. If you're going to do things like this, barbecues, fires by the beach, you know, and stuff like that, you should still just leave no trace. And as you can see, that's exactly what we've done here. We've left no trace. There's no trace that we were ever here. We've picked up all our rubbish, and yeah, so there you go. Anyway, I think we're going to leave the video here now, because we're just going to go back to the car, and you've already seen all you really can in walking along here now. What we are going to do, we've made the decision to do, is we have actually got some drone footage of here from last weekend, which was when we did the sort of first test flight of the drone. We're going to include that as basically the outro. So yeah, obviously the video will seem a little bit disjointed in the aspect that obviously it's going to be night, then it's going to be day, so it'll be day, night, day. But it's just that, you know, we got here too late. It was too dark. Our drone wouldn't have picked anything up when we first got here. It's great in the light as far as we're aware, but in the dark it wouldn't have done the place justice. Whereas we have got some from last weekend when we brought the boys down here for a little bit of a test flight. So we're going to include that as our outro, seeing as though we're not really going to be able to do much of an outro in this sort of light. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash that like button. and subscribe if you haven't already. And any comments, as we always say, are always welcome. That includes negative or positive, because the negative and the positive allow us to move forward in our videos. Well, at least I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you all soon in the next adventure. Bye for now.